Hello friends, I'm making this video on demand. The topic of this video is what is next for MBA students. It was a request from MBA students to make this video for this particular difficult times. So I would like to share the information I have gathered, the study I did and a research which I have done to make this particular video. I want to divide this particular lecture into three categories basically. The first one is present placement and workplace. For those students who already got placement and the present workplace where they are going to work in this difficult time. The second one is MBA students have got offer but not yet received joining date and place. For these people, what all they are supposed to do, how they have to manage themselves and how they have to carry on in this particular difficult times, I'm going to share. The third, the last category is no job, no placement yet. Those students who have not yet received any job, not yet received any placement offer, for them also I'm going to tell what they are supposed to do. The first one is present placement and workplace. For these students, they have to prepare every day for themselves, for attending the office meetings, field visits. Then you have client meeting, you have event participation, organizing and attending programs, events, attending sales calls, no sales, zero business time, how to handle sales and work pressure. So let's start with the first point, preparing yourself every day for the office. These are the difficult times. All of us, we know we are going through really a difficult time. In this time, everyone has to report the office in time, promptly, scrupulously. There is no second thought about it. While attending the office, make yourself completely secure, sanitized, take all the precautions possible, wear the best possible masks and carry a small sanitizer bottle in your pocket, because you don't know where all you visit, which are the surfaces you touch and whomsoever you meet. Make sure you sanitize your hand if you are using public transport. If you are visiting any place other than your own vehicle, you are driving or you are riding. Other than that, if you get down anywhere, meet people, go to any office, stop over, visit ATM, visit bank, office. In your own office, when you visit, make sure you sanitize yourself. Though offices and companies have taken care of all this, but despite of that, you also have to carry out something along with you. So be prepared for this, for everyday office visit, starting from your home to till you land in your office place. And whenever you are there with public and whenever you are there with people, make sure you are going to use your mask. You are not going to use the mask only in your vehicle, in your private vehicle, preferably four-wheeler, when you are sitting inside. Nobody is there along with you. That is the only time you are allowed to take out your mask. Otherwise, the moment you get down from your vehicle, if somebody is sitting in your vehicle also, you are supposed to wear mask. People who are riding bike are also supposed to wear the mask. So the importance of mask is when you are off your home, when you are off your vehicle, when you are there in your office, when you are there in open place, open area, you are supposed to wear mask. There is no other alternative and choice other than mask. You are supposed to wear, and wear the best quality mask, preferably a branded and a good quality mask, or homemade mask is also good for you people. Second thing is office meetings. Office meetings are the places where though people are practicing distancing, social distancing and all, but despite of that, take maximum care, maintain distance, carry on your meetings, hold meetings, conduct. That is also important. Then comes the field visit. If you are in sales and marketing, you are supposed to visit. If you are in operation, you are supposed to visit field. So when you are visiting field, ensure maximum safety and personal hygiene. and carrying whatever I said, sanitizer in your pocket, and wearing mask, maintaining social distancing is very, very important. Along with this, you are supposed to make your immune system strong. Always prefer to drink hot water like tea. Instead of drinking tea, prefer drinking hot water. A small thermos flask you can carry in your backpack and timely consume the hot water, so that will also help you out. And eat food, fruits which are going to make your immune system strong and your internal body strong to resist to any viruses or any problem. So field visit, take maximum care, give a call to the person whom you are visiting. There ensure that the person whom you are meeting, anybody whom you are meeting outside your home, you have to assume that you have to maintain social distancing, you have to maintain distance. And after meeting those people, you are supposed to wash your hands and take maximum care. Request the opposite person also to wear mask and sanitize if possible, share your sanitizer also. So in that way, maintain social distancing, complete your meeting or client visit very short to the point. Do not get indulged in exchanging drink, tea, water, that this. Please avoid it at this point of time. Politely request and go ahead. Then after that client meeting, field visit, visiting various places, government offices and all, take maximum care as I have said in the initial itself. Then comes the client meeting, already I have said. Then event participation. You as an executive, you are supposed to participate many events also. These days the events and programs have been cut short, but despite of that, if there are any need, you have to participate. But while going, prepare yourself well, maintain distance and participate in events whatever are there. So make sure you maintain social distancing and take care of yourself, and don't get into crowded places, and always observe, watch, listen, do from standing from the distance. After once you do event participating, you are also involved in conducting, organizing and attending programs and events on behalf of your company. As I said, the maximum events and programs have been cut short, but if there is a need, you are supposed to attend and go, and you are supposed to represent your company. There also, how do you maintain and conduct yourself? How do you carry yourself and maintain social distancing? Keeping your hands clean, neat, and wearing mask and keeping maximum distance, and taking care of your health and others is very, very important. Follow the guidelines. Then attending sales calls. These days, attending sales calls is one of the biggest challenge for everyone, because first of all, people are not buying despite of your repeated calls, follow up and all. Even your hot calls are becoming cold calls. So you need to prepare really well to go and close the sales call. So sometimes the orders which you had yesterday may be cancelled next day when you want to close the order. So in that time of stress and pressure, you have to be very calm, carry yourself, conduct well, and be polite with your people. I understand that sales people are very polite. Sales and marketing people are very humble, very polite. That is there in their DNA. But despite of that, in this situation, they may lose their temper sometimes. But please make sure that you carry on with that. Then sometimes there is no sales or zero business. This also is a situation which you will be facing every day, and you have to come out of this situation also. And if there is a zero sales, the pressure mounts on you, on your incentives, on your job and your job security. But despite of that, your company also knows that the situation is like this, but they also would like to know that what level of efforts you have put in to make sure that you make the sale. And your effort also counts, that what is the structured effort you have made to reach the client and close the sales, but at the last moment the sale is cancelled. Your process is also important. You have to keep it in place. Then how to handle sales and work pressure. This is really an extraordinary time. In the regular time, also the sales and marketing people struggle at the last quarter of the financial year. And this is the second quarter we are in in corporate language, April, May, June is one, and July, August. This is the second quarter. I am sure first quarter has gone zero, but despite of that, there is mounting pressure on sales, performance, and all. The phenomena is not only in your company, in your product line, in your organization. The phenomena is across the world. So the company and the boss also understands. But the thing is, how do you productively make use of the time, the effort you put in, the structured systems are in place which will take care. So this is for the people who are having present placement and workplace has been assigned to them. The next level of people which I would like to look at is people got offer but not yet received joining date and place. So this is for those graduates who have received offer letters and not yet received joining date and which place they are supposed to work. So for these people, keeping in touch with company HR and college placement officer if they are being placed through the college placement, campus placement, they are supposed to be in touch with. And the mail you received and the numbers you have, be in touch with the HR of that particular company that when you will be joining date, and don't every day call them and disturb, but once in a week you can do that. In between that, don't only ask about when I'll be receiving my offer letter or joining date or so. Instead of that, you can also say, sir, madam, I did this today, I was searching, I have gone through this, I found this is, I did this study, something. You can upgrade yourself and you can say that to the people. Along with this, you also have a situation where you have to upgrade your skills and knowledge through attending the online training programs, webinars, certificate programs to be relevant once you are going to start the job. So make sure that during this time of crisis, if you are at home, and make the best use of this particular time given to you, and make use of this particular time for upgrading yourself, attending webinars, online training, certificate programs, because many of these programs are free and many of these programs are available today. Make the best use of this. That may help you in increasing your knowledge, your ability, and your skills. You may polish your skills and revisit some of your subjects and all. So this definitely is going to help you out. Apart from this, you are also supposed to get involved in recreation activities, reading good books, then pursuing your interest, because you don't get so much of time even if you want it later, but you have the time now. You can pursue your interest. Some people may have painting, then reading good books. It may help you out in keeping your mind calm and occupied. Plus you can also involve in some recreational activities at home. So this can definitely help you in improving and skilling yourself, and this is going to help you out in tomorrow's job once you're going to join. Reading books is always going to be an assetful work. It's not going to go in vain. It will definitely help you. So whether it is management book, general, or anything which will improve and harness your skills, that's going to be one of the best way to keep yourself occupied till you get the offer appointment letter and before you join. The third and the last part of this particular video is about for those MBA graduates who do not have job and don't have placement yet. They don't have offer, they don't have offer letter in their hand, they have not yet received any job for them. For these people, this stage is good and bad for students. First, I would like to say good about first how it is good for these people. The MBA grads who do not have any offer, any placement letter or any offer letter, these people can be called lucky because they have enough time for themselves. These people have enough time for themselves, so they can decide that what they want to do, how they want to do, and where they want to involve themselves and what they want to do. For that, one is if you really want to make the best use of this particular time, what you can do is that you can mentor or guide or a small startup, or you can get into a small suggest kind of mentoring to a small business or startup in and around your place, in your native place. Because working in a startup, if you work for 1 year there, it is equal to 5 years in corporate job. So startup will expose you on all the fields, and it will make you very strong, very knowledgeable, and decision maker. So you can mentor a startup, or you can get involved in a sort of consultancy and training to small business organizations in and around you, small manufacturing units or small industries in and around you. Volunteer yourself. Don't look at money at this point of time, because you do not have any experience, and you do not have that advantage to tell that owner to say that yes, I want this much. At the present time, don't get involved in that, but at least you can take up a small assignment. It could be eateries, bakeries, milk parlors, ice cream parlors, hotels, small business units, trading units, agencies, anything which is nearby you, which is struggling these days. You can go and ask for a kind of consultancy or training their employees, sort of thing. So small assignments you can take up, either it is a consultancy or training. So for the small struggling organization, so that is one sort of thing you can keep yourself busy and engaged. The next point is conducting some online sessions and webinars for school and high school students. You can create a group, or get through your relatives, friends and all, create a network of 50, 100 students and college students. You can train them on a sort of career guidance, or manners, soft skills, all this you can train them and you can prepare them. Remember, conducting some online sessions for these people, students of high school, school and colleges, is not difficult, because you are an MBA graduate. You have already studied that, undergone such training in your institute, in your college, in GPS. You have gone through that. Make the best use of that. Now it is time to put all skills and all the things what you have learned in GBS MBA program. It is time to put it in practice. So you can do that also. And apart from this, you also can get into becoming a freelancer for some of the areas where your expertise lies. It could be soft skills, it could be language skills, it could be analytical skills, or it could be even management, consulting, management areas. It could be finance, HR, operations, marketing, product branding, sort of thing. You can get involved in this. And the bad part of this particular group is getting a job becomes a little bit difficult. But when you want to apply, when you in the interview, if you are asked what were you doing from March, April to till now, you cannot say that I was washing hand at home and doing work at home. You can't say that. You have to tell that I was involved in consulting, I was involved in mentoring this, I was doing this, I was attending this. So in this way, you will be able to justify your off time, how best you have utilized. So that may get you, I tell you, that may get you the best job in future once the market opens up, or you may become a successful entrepreneur or a trainer or a consultant. So with this, I dedicate this particular video to all the MBA aspirants, MBA students, those who have appeared final year exam and waiting for jobs and for their career. If there are any suggestions or anything, any questions, please do ask in the comment box, and please do share this video. It may be useful to some of your friends, classmates, batchmates, and some of your relatives. Jai Hind.